Rangers' season went from bad to worse when they were eliminated from the Europa League just a few weeks ago. With nothing left to play for this season, all eyes will be on the next campaign, and the Light Blues will be looking to make a stronger impact. In today's video, we have some huge Rangers news as Rangers have been handed a massive European blow after the latest. We will look into this in today's video, whilst also going over all the latest Rangers news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. But first, Chris Boyd thinks Rangers have been miles off it domestically this season, despite their impressive record against Celtic. The Ibrox club have won the last two meetings between the sides. Yanis Hadji, Robin Proper and Danilo all scored as Rangers ran out 3-0 winners against their city rivals at New Year. Then, when Barry Ferguson took his team to Celtic Park in March, goals from Nicholas Raskin, Mohamed Diomande and Hamza Igerman helped pull off a shock victory. Despite these two triumphs, Rangers sit 17 points behind their city rivals heading into this weekend. Although the game, in Boyd's mind, is by no means a dead rubber, the fact it means nothing in terms of the title shows Rangers' domestic inconsistencies. It means as much to Celtic as it does to Rangers. There's no getting away from it, he said. Both of them will want to win the game of football. Brendan Rodgers will want to win it in style. And I think for Rangers, in front of their own fans, they will want to put on a show, finish the season strong against your rivals. But the reality is, once the game's finished, you need to assess, and Rangers domestically have been miles off it again. Celtic will take 2,000 supporters to Ibrox this weekend. Now, in a huge European blow for Rangers, Manchester United have defeated Athletic Club 3-0 in the first leg of their Europa League semi-final this evening, which could potentially have a negative impact on Rangers. Indeed, should Athletic be knocked out of this season's Europa League, which, barring a miraculous comeback at Old Trafford next week, looks likely, it means the Ibrox club will enter next season's Champions League via the league path, and start at the second round of qualifiers, where they could play the likes of Servette, Brann or Austria Vienna. If Athletic won the competition and finished in a Champions League place in La Liga though, due to Rangers' coefficient ranking, they would be bumped up to the Champions path of UCL qualification and enter at the third round. That seems almost entirely out of the picture now though. Given last night's first leg result, it would take something special for Athletic to recover in Manchester next Thursday and overturn a 3-goal deficit. Rangers welcome Celtic to Ibrox this weekend in their third last home game of the season. Barry Ferguson has yet to win at Ibrox in 90 minutes, although he will look to put that right on Sunday. He led his team to an emphatic victory the last time they faced Celtic, as goals from Nicholas Raskin, Mohamed Diomande and Hamza Igerman secured a memorable 3-2 win at Parkhead. Brendan Rodgers' men haven't beaten Rangers in their last two attempts as they prepare to make the trip across the city. Before we get into our next story, if you are enjoying today's video and you would like to see more from the channel, make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel so you never miss out. We post all the latest Rangers news every single day, so make sure you join our fast growing community so you never miss out. Thank you, let's get back into the video. In other news, Jamie Murphy thinks there would certainly be improvement at Rangers if Steven Gerrard were to take charge of the club this summer. Barry Ferguson is currently at the helm, having been appointed interim head coach. Following Philippe Clement's dismissal at the end of February, Rangers remain on the hunt for a permanent replacement for Clement, with Kevin Thelwell having recently been named as the club's new sporting director. Murphy, who played under Gerrard during his first spell at Ibrox, delivered his verdict on a potential return for the Englishman. "I think it's easy to look at records," he said. Ultimately, that is what people will look at, but when he came into Rangers, we were a bit of a shambles in terms of managers and directors had fallen out. We didn't have the right training kit, the training ground needed fixed, everything. He brought in his staff and got them to the level that they were good enough to win the league. That is what Rangers fans wanted. It is not quite in the state it was when he first took it over, but if he was to come in, there would certainly be improvement. The improvement that went through Rangers' first time around was there for everyone to see. Gerrard took charge of 192 matches during his initial spell at Ibrox, maintaining a 64.5% win percentage. He has since had unsuccessful spells at Aston Villa and Al Ettifaq, and is currently out of work as Rangers seek a new boss this summer. In other news, Alan Hutton has warned incoming Rangers sporting director Kevin Thelwell that he faces an almighty job at Ibrox, and insists patience will be required from fans as the club embarks on another major rebuild. Thelwell, 51, will leave his role at Everton to take up the position at Rangers once his contract expires with the English Premier League club. His arrival follows the findings of the club's football review, which made appointing a sporting director a key priority. Speaking on Premier Sports Scottish Football Social Club, in the wake of Rangers' disappointing draw with St Mirren, former Ibrox defender Hutton welcomed the appointment but stressed the scale of the challenge Thelwell is walking into. Patrick Stewart spoke about how he wants somebody with experience, and he's got that, Hutton said. Thelwell has worked at a big club in the Premier League. He's been over in America as well. I think because it is such a big job, you need somebody who can handle that situation first and foremost. He obviously believes in him and he's backing him. While Thelwell's CV includes stints at Everton, Wolves and New York Red Bulls, Hutton emphasized that no amount of pedigree can fully prepare someone for the intensity and pressure of trying to wrestle domestic dominance back from Celtic and overhaul a squad in need of surgery. He's going to go in and find out how big of a job that he's actually going to need to do, Hutton warned. Because when you look at that squad, and if you want to go and compete, look, it's not going to happen in the first transfer window. I don't care if the takeover happens and they get X amount of money, it's going to be long term. Unfortunately, like I said last season, fans are going to have to be patient. Whether they like it or not, you have to be, because it's not going to happen overnight. With Rangers still without a permanent manager and major questions lingering over the impending 49 Enterprises takeover, recruitment, squad balance, and leadership on the pitch, Hutton stressed that Thelwell must hit the ground running. He's taking on a huge job, he added. You need somebody with experience who has dealt with big players along the way that can go in there and handle the situation. The proof will be in the pudding. We'll have to wait and see exactly what happens and what the outcomes are. But it is a huge, almighty job that he's got on his hands. And when you think about some of the big games that are going to be coming around real quickly to get the takeover done, a new manager in, a squad that they want, that's a huge job in a short period of time. What do you make of Hutton's comments? Do you think Thelwell is the right man for the job, or should Rangers have looked elsewhere for a new sporting director? Let me know down in the comments. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. We post all the latest Rangers news every single day, so make sure you join our fast growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.